Hey, this is Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing? I'm doing very well. I wanted to come to you with another video about how to create self-love for yourself. I know it's talked about so much, but some people are like, what do you mean? How do I do this for myself? They're so used to giving to others, they're not exactly sure how to show themselves self-love. And that's fair to say that. Before I get started, please be so kind as to hit subscribe. If you like this type of material, hit like also. That would be very nice. And I sure would appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so first of all, practicing self-love, it means to forgive yourself. Many times we are so hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up from mistakes of the past, or maybe we didn't finish this, or we didn't live up to what our parents thought we were going to do, or maybe we got a divorce, or maybe we made some bad choices. And some people just sit there and beat themselves up and they live in that past. I didn't do good, or I didn't finish college, oh, I had a baby at a young age, and they just beat themselves up. What we have to remember is all of these things happen because we made choices, but as very young people, a lot of times. And those choices, we consider them mistakes, but many times our lessons are our blessings. And there are some people that try to protect their kids. I would if I had kids too, I'm sure. But they'll try to protect their grown kids from making errors. And you don't want to see your adult kids mess up. But sometimes those mistakes, they make us better. When stuff hits us in a pocketbook or when we get brokenhearted, these are things that really sticks in the memory. And next time it comes around, it's like, stranger danger. I'm not going there again because that doesn't feel good. So remember, forgive yourself from things of the past, and that is a part of self-love. When we hold anger towards others, it hurts us. I hate him. I hate her. I hate this. And it happens a lot with parents, adult children hating a parent. I hate my dad, or I don't like, and they hold on to it. And that's hard because when you think mom and when you think dad, you think nurturer. But some parents, they just don't do a good job, and those kids suffer so bad. And it's so unfair. It really is. And that's a hurt that I don't have it. But if that happened to me, I get it. But we have to let it go some way, somehow. I know it's not easy. And if they have gone on, they transitioned on, they passed away, you're still hating them, it's really going to hurt you. So first part of self-love is forgiving. And I know it's not easy to forgive. I've had to forgive some people. And, as always, you all, I'll always be honest with you all. I have struggled with a couple of people really bad. I'm not going to say that I've done the best job, and I'm not going to say that I probably have to give it 100%. I'm just being honest. Some people do some low down stuff to you, and it's hard to really forgive. But I know I have to because I want to be happy and I want to move on. You know what I'm saying? I moved on, but you all know exactly what I mean. But that's one part of practicing self-love. You got to be compassionate towards yourself. Have you done that negative self-talk like, oh, I'm so ugly. Oh, look at me. I'm so fat. And I'm so dumb. And I knew I wasn't going to pass this test. And I knew I wasn't going to get that promotion. I knew they were not going to hire me. You're going to date. Oh, I knew that lady wasn't going to like me. I wasn't her type. Or I knew that guy wasn't going to like me. Come on, come on, come on. You can't do that. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself. Before you even go on a job interview, if you don't have confidence in yourself, do not get on that video on Zoom interview. Do not get out the car because it's a waste of time. You can have every degree. You can have the professionalism. You can have experience. You can be a beautiful person. But if you don't believe in yourself, that person interviewing you, they are not going to be sold. People want confident people who are assertive, professional, Got to believe in yourself. Basically, that's what the interview is for. You selling yourself. And right away, after they have interviewed so many people for years and years, they know a confident person as soon as they can jump on the video. They know a confident person as soon as they see them. So you got to have that confidence and self-compassion for yourself. You got to give yourself grace, and you have to give others grace. All right, you got to let go. Sometimes we just got to let this stuff go. And it's one of the hardest things. If you are like me, I am the controlling Virgo. I'm not saying I'm a control freak, but I like to be in control. I'm very, I guess you could say I'm anal. I like stuff done very correct. And they say Virgos are perfectionists. I like stuff done correctly. I am hard on myself, and I can be hard on people because I like to do stuff correctly. If I throw a party, I want it to go nice. It don't have to be perfect. I want my guests happy. I want them well fed. I want them to have stuff to drink. I want them to enjoy the music. That's who I am. If I get my hair done, I want it to look good. If I paint my own nails, which I do mostly now, I want them to look nice. And I expect nice stuff where I live, nice this, nice that. And it can be a bit much, but sometimes stuff don't go that way, Tammy. And sometimes we gotta let go. Sometimes we got to just let stuff go. It's not gonna go our way all the time. And I've noticed that about myself. I had that trouble. I have to let it go. Let go. That's part of self-love. It don't all have to be perfect. It's gonna be A-okay. It always works out. Take your power back. Stop letting people get the best of you. This is self-love. You gotta get your power back. Stand up for yourself. And some people hate confrontation. I get it. But it doesn't have to be a knockout fight, a drag out fight. But you gotta stand up for yourself. Because when you don't, people, they walk all over you. Even with employers, your manager. Take your power back. I remember years ago, this lady, she said she worked for a verbally abusive manager. And now we worked at a company where you could rate your manager. And if they get in trouble, they're going to get ridden up. If you give them a bad rating, they're going to get in trouble. And if it happens from several employees, they will get let go. And this guy was doing her wrong. And I said, why you didn't stand up for yourself? She said, I needed my insurance. I was going through a divorce. I was so mad. I'm like, oh. Sometimes, and I don't have kids, so easy for me to say. But I'm sure mothers and fathers that's watching, you have kids and had kids. They probably grown now, whatever. But you didn't have to stand up for yourself before. Even as a parent, you have to take your power back. Don't let nobody run all over you. It doesn't matter. I love self-love meditations. That's another thing you can do. I am love. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. Those type of meditations are so nice. And I do the affirmations too. Ooh, I love those affirmations. I let them play in my ear. I have my earbuds on and I let them play. I wrote down some a couple of weeks ago. I was reading them. All of those things just make me feel really good. I like to, and I do other stuff. I like to dance in my house. I listen to music and I'll be dancing, acting like I'm doing a video or just feeling good about myself, And that's really the key to self-love is to be able to go to the movies by yourself or sit on your couch and laugh and giggle at things on TV alone. I can be my own best friend, me, myself, and I. We, as humans, we always want to have somebody else. Society make us feel like we gotta have somebody else. And let's be honest, who does like to always be alone? It is nice to be in love. It's nice to have that partner. I've had it before. I loved it. And I get it. I'm not trying to say go somewhere and live in a cave alone. God made Adam and he made Eve. And they were a couple, one of the first couples. So we get it. But there comes a time in all of our lives, some of our lives, where we're alone for a little while or a long while. And we have to be happy alone with our person or whichever. You want to be happy. whatever situation you're in. And that's where self-love comes in. Because even when you get your husband and your wife or your partner, they're going to get on your nerve. They can't fill a void if you deal with depression or anxiety because you have them. All of that's not going to go away. That's what people think when they get somebody. All of my problems go away. No, no, no. That's a second person. If you're older like me, that person comes with baggage, kids, maybe grandkids, attitude. They used to doing things their way. I'm used to doing things my way. When I get with my new person, it's gonna be challenging. It really is because I'm setting my ways and other people setting their ways. So, you know, um, work on your self-love right now. Once you work on your self-love, you will draw in that person, that's supposed to be with you, but you want to already be in that good place. Practice gratitude. And that's another thing that helps me so much. I might be walking to my car from my apartment and I'll be like, thank you, God, that I have legs to walk to that truck. Thank you, God, I could pull those 3 flights of stairs at the school I work at. Thank you, God, I have a refrigerator full of food. Open a cabinet, stuff just piled up. Thank you, God, for all the clothes in my dresser, all the clothes in my closet. Thank you, God, that people are so kind to me. Thank you, God, I have students to counsel. Thank you, God, I have clients that really believe in me and they trust me to guide them as a therapist. Thank you, God, I have doctors that really care, a dentist that really cares about me. Thank you, God, I don't take any medication. 2-time survivor of cancer, I don't take any medication. That's a blessing. I have good blood pressure. That's a blessing. So you got a lot to be grateful for. Practice gratitude. That's just instantly going to make you sit up a little bit taller. And trust me, that self-love is going to ooze out when you start talking about what you're grateful for. Be loving towards others. It's always somebody worse off than you. Somebody didn't make it today. Somebody's in a sick state today, or they're in the hospital. Somebody's fighting a court case. Somebody's in jail. And maybe it's because of something they did. We don't know. But we have our freedom. We have our health. And it's a lot to be thankful for. For me, self-love looks like Wednesday. I'm going to go get a massage. I haven't been able to do that in a while. And I really appreciate being able to do that. Self-love for me looks like having therapy every other week, being able to talk to my therapist and go over, the many things that's going on inside of my head, working 2 jobs and holding and standing in the gap for some other people. I have to have support. Self-care looks like going to lunch with my sweet, beautiful friend that I used to work with. This Sunday, we're going out for Mexican food. And I'm so excited. I haven't seen her in a couple of months. So that means so much to me. Self-care is sitting on my couch giggling at a good show, which I did some this weekend. Self-care is getting my hair done, which I just got done with my lovely niece this afternoon/evening. And these are the things that make me happy, among many, many other things. Self-care is doing karaoke with people all around the world. If you are a singer, try Smule, Smule. It's like $5 or something a month. And you will be singing karaoke with people from all around the world. It's so therapeutic. So those are things we can do as spring. I was going to say summer. Summer and spring is approaching. Long walks, self-care, going axe throwing with my other 2 friends, self-care, fun, nice hot bath, self-care, giving yourself a facial, self-care, going to get a facial, self-care. So, some people say self-care, getting a pedicure, getting a manicure, going to get a facial. You can do some of that stuff at home. I have a scrub I've been using. You can do that. That's part of your self-care. Even if you don't want to go get your nails done all the time, you paint them is self-care. You sitting on the couch and turning your phone off and putting it on airplane mode is self-care. You setting boundaries is self-care. You saying no when somebody wants you to do something, you don't want to do it. That's part of your self-care. You penciling in 2 or 3 vacation days and just do whatever you want. Go out, take yourself out to eat, stay in your pajamas a little longer. That is self-care. Going on a short trip, going on a long trip, going on a cruise. Self-care, and that's showing yourself self-love. You have to take care of yourself. You can't take care of all of these people and don't take care of yourself. Taking care of the husband, taking care of your wife, taking care of your kids. You're a good employee. But what about you? You're forgetting about the most important person. And if you're a caregiver of your parents or grandparents or aunt or uncle, my, that's a tough job being a caregiver. Please take care of yourself. You got to show yourself self love and grace. Stop beating yourself up and fix yourself up. That's self love. Fix yourself up. Do something very nice for yourself. You work 40 hours, 50 hours a week. Come on, go buy yourself something. I don't care if it's a cup of tea, cup of coffee, some lipstick, a guy, maybe he like a nice cigar or whatever guys like to do, go do whatever you want to do. Go fishing, whatever. Self love. All righty. I hope I helped you and I hope I explained it. Not that you don't know, but you just maybe don't have that time to do it. Make some time as the weather is breaking and take time out and care for yourself, honey. Nobody's going to love you like you love you. And if you don't love yourself, it's hard to convince somebody else, which you don't have to do. But if they see that you don't love yourself, it's hard for somebody to love you. They were like, man, I love this woman. She don't even love herself. Or she doubting me. You can't have that, you all now. We can't have that. All right. All is well. Everything's working out for my highest good. All is well for you. Everything is working out for your highest good. Bye-bye.